Help! Help! Does anybody have a doctor? Has anybody a doctor? Or a nurse?
Here I am.
Oh no, we have somebody.
She's coughing. She's doing great.
Right, what do I do? Help me.
Oh my god.
There it is. Little EpiPen. Yay!
Sorry, I got a little winded there and I passed out.
That's all right. Hey, it's a good thing we have our medic on set.
Yeah, good morning, Los Angeles, and good morning, medical professional.
And frontline workers and healthcare professionals that are out there.
We love the frontline workers. We love the medical workers.
Yes, so much so that we bought one for today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what? Bought.
Yeah.
Oh.
We rented you on doctor.com.
Right.
That's the one. I
They
forgot
said
about
that
them.
they were going to handle the payments for you, so.
Yeah, I didn't know I was on doctors.com.
I thought you were going to be a stripper, but you never took your clothes off.
I can now.
No, not
No.
now.
This is so weird
This
being
is-
here.
I like it.
This is weird.
This
This is like a hard launch reveal.
I don't know what you're
Oh.
talking about. Okay, would you like to introduce our medic?
Yes.
I think we're going to commit to that. That's
Well,
who
this is our
this
medic.
is.
You guys don't actually know this, but he's always behind the camera when we film Spitball, just in case of any type of medical emergency.
Yeah.
But today we decided to bring him on camera.
On camera, but he's here every other time.
Just kidding. He's our friend. Oh. He's our friend, and his name is Fabian.
Fabian Mok.
Hey. What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I don't know if you can call me a medic, because I think medics are like doctors.
Oh.
I think they are.
And
I'm actually-
I've already
yeah.
learned something today.
There it is. Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
didn't know that. Are you sure?
You know, like 90% sure, because I always I'm obsessed with war movies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
They're always like medic, and they're the medics are doing things that I don't do.
That's like when the medic gives...
Was that good?
No, I just liked medic.
Yeah, the movies are always like, medic!
Medic.
Oh, you're right. That's what they did in Saving Private Ryan, and then they gave him morphine.
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
died.
yeah,
Whoa,
yeah, yeah,
spoiler.
yeah. So,
yeah,
so
sorry. What is
yeah.
that? He's a...
So anyway,
you are a
yes.
nurse.
A nurse, yes.
Yes,
What
yes.
do you have letters?
yes, RN at the end of my name.
Right now.
Nurse right now.
you're-
Rowan Niles.
Wow.
Because he's your nurse.
we?
You
Like-
have my initials on
Oh,
your
great.
costume.
Oh, you guys should date. Anyway, so
You're jealous.
anyways, so
Arasha's-
why don't you tell us a little bit about how you became a nurse? Did you study nursing?
Yeah.
I already know the answers to these questions.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like maybe you should start.
I knew this was
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I knew this was a bad idea to have somebody like actually professional on. Not that all of our other guests haven't been professional.
All of your people
But-
have been professional.
Christina's
yes,
out
of
there like,
No, but I mean, like, you are like a grown up with like an adult job that like you could have chosen on The Sims. Like
mm,
that's
Oh,
like
that's
how you know
interesting.
like you have like a profession.
That's
Mm.
And
fun.
I was nervous for you to come here because I don't know nothing about anything.
No, ask me anything. I was just saying out there. You guys are gonna ask me questions. I don't know anything either.
So true. Your hair looks really good today.
yeah,
Thanks. I got a
you look
cut at
great.
a Penny Jewels barbershop.
Shout out.
What's
Shout
that?
out.
Panty dropper panty shop?
Penny Jewels, Penny Dropper, Penny Shop.
Penny drop my nuts.
Whoa!
These nuts on my pants?
They would
Okay.
love that joke.
Here's what I know. It's too hot for the scrub cap. I simply have to let my hair heat.
You can.
Yeah.
I'm keeping mine on. I've never felt more like myself. Wait, but you look so good in the scrub
Guys,
cap.
long day in the OR.
So true.
Yeah.
You guys know we were together 1 year ago today, by the way.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What?
We went to Halloween Horror Nights together.
Oh.
1 year ago today?
Yeah.
That was a year ago?
Those scare
Uh.
the hell out of me. They just invited me to another one, a real one, right? Which one? was
Yeah,
this?
Fabian's scared of haunted houses.
I am
real
just
haunted
isn't
house?
that
terrified.
isn't that lame?
No.
I scream. I lose my voice every single time.
Yeah.
I
not
love
a
when
big-
you scream.
It's
Fabian's
so
a
loud. in my
loud
bed.
screamer.
You
Yeah,
are, because you're
yeah.
also a quiet talker, and then you'll be like, la la la.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
You-
yeah.
you-
It really
you got it.
switches. Do you scream in the OR, or are you quite calm?
Actually, we have patients, and we we have a procedure room. Our patients aren't actually put asleep when they go through these procedures. They only need like a local little thing. So if there's something on my arm, like a little weird little melanoma mark or something, we got to cut it out. We just poke it with lidocaine, similar to what they do when you're at the dentist getting like a root canal or something.
I don't know where I lost
Literally-
track.
Literally, what? What?
I
Wait,
don't-
literally,
wait,
what did you
we're
just
gonna
say?
have to walk it
Okay,
back.
I actually.
Wait, what
So-
was the question?
I have my first question. I do.
Yeah,
What?
shoot.
What is an OR? Operating room.
Girl, what's RN?
Rowan Niles.
Girl.
Wait, what's OR?
Organ, but not organ.
Organ Republic. It's a store.
So you're in the operating room during procedures. I knew this was a bad idea. Can we get somebody who specializes in
No,
poop?
bro, the patient's
Please.
in there by themselves.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I'm laughing. It's like the first thing I said was we're not in an OR.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just really dumb.
It's good.
Okay,
it's
no,
good.
you're right. We're,
No,
we're
no,
doing
it is
too
kind-
complicated.
It's like a smaller OR,
Tell
but
us
we
about
call it
health.
the procedure room. You got to take care of your health. Go see your doctors. Go get your screenings. Go do all of that and be diligent with it. Anywho, this procedure room is smaller. It's maybe twice the size of this room. It doesn't need to be very big at all.
What do you mean?
This room is huge.
massive?
This room's huge. It's a
Don't
huge
say
studio.
that. There's literally 14 people behind the cameras, so
Yes.
they all have to fit somehow.
This room is the room that I work in is half the size of this room.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
Matt.
Yeah, this room is massive. Anyway, yeah, we don't put anyone under general anesthesia. We don't put them asleep or anything. We just poke them with little numb the area a little bit. Then you can do whatever you want.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the reason I brought that up is
Yeah.
because you asked me if I screamed in the
Oh yes, yes.
in the
yes.
OR. We have patients who we talk, we chat. There was one guy who was singing and we were singing along with him. One of the doctors I work with was a lead in Oklahoma.
Whoa.
Wait, I love
Curly.
that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oklahoma.
I
I don't know the
Oh.
words. I just realized.
You
Well-
do? You love musicals.
I do love
See,
musicals.
and that's
He loves Hamilton.
an early
Bum,
spoiler.
bum, bum.
That's an early spoiler of what we'll get into the episode. But Fabian here is not just a nurse, but also a performer himself.
Do a dance.
No, don't.
Oh, that's a good dance.
that's
I
sweet.
made up a dance a long time ago and it was absurd.
Yeah, and I thought that you were gonna do that one, and I was like, oh
I
god,
I
no,
don't
no,
remember
that
what it
good.
was.
I would like to see it.
It was
if
that-
I
it
only,
was
if
the one
only I
that was like-
remembered.
It was like that.
It was like that.
Yeah, I remember.
No, I don't.
Wait,
Well,
I
now
think
I
I
do,
I'll
remember
break it.
that. I think too.
Yeah.
It was it was just a very sporadic dance I broke out in West Hollywood.
Wow,
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Believe me.
It's the two
Yeah.
different sides of him. Seriously.
So why don't they
Yeah.
call it the PR?
For public relations.
Well, you say the procedure. The procedure. room.
Oh, because we have two on our floor that we work in
Mm-hmm.
and they're special to our floor.
Oh.
So it's not like a general thing. You don't see the PR in Grey's Anatomy or House or anything. It's always the OR, the big stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just a small little unique little corner that we
Okay,
got.
yes. And so you're working now you're working in a hospital, but it's like a clinic that is in the hospital. So you're no longer
Correct.
a bedside nurse, right?
Yeah, not technically, no.
Not technically.
But yeah, no. Props to the bedside nurses who are still doing it.
That's us, Ro.
I literally could never be a nurse. I could never do anything medical. I'm really
No.
not kidding.
Yeah.
And I really admire that you can.
Well, when I was a kid, I wanted to be in the Army, like a Marine, whatever. My mom didn't let me. Shout out to moms.
Shout out to my mom for not letting me join the army.
Yeah,
That's the
no.
opposite of what usually happens, right?
Well, but yeah, but
Like usually,
It's so true.
like
My mom's a force of nature,
Yeah.
man.
She's like, you are not defending this country.
Yeah, well,
I won't let you.
She was like, I put too much time and resources in you to let
yeah.
you just, you know,
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
She's
yeah.
like, you're gonna have to disappoint me and be a doctor.
a
Yeah,
nurse.
right,
Yeah, a
a
doctor.
nurse.
Oh, you can't be a doctor. You got to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to be a doctor.
No, I still don't want to be. That's way too much school, too much pressure, too much school. I've always thought
So much
School.
money.
is a bit of a scam.
And you and Rowan will both get that tattooed. I mean, I'm with.
Doctor.
I mean, I'm with you,
Doctor.
doctor.
No,
doctor.
literally me
Doctor.
on every episode of Spitball. I'm like, don't go to school. It's dumb.
Man. But to be a nurse, you obviously have to get like your undergraduate and all the
Yeah,
credits
yeah.
and stuff. If the world ended and I had a good ass nurse just teaching me stuff, I'd be a good ass nurse.
But the world would
I don't know.
end. You wouldn't be there.
I would survive. I wanted to be in the Marines.
Oh, okay.
So
I-
true.
And I watched a lot of like Zombieland and stuff.
Okay, so
I watched a lot of Zombieland. I watched a lot
And
of
Jurassic
one
Park.
movie.
Okay, so I have a question for you then. In undergraduate nursing, was it mostly women?
Yeah.
Were you the only like guy in your program?
No.
Or like did you start out with more guys and then eventually it was like how was that dynamic?
We had a few guys in our class. I think there was man, I don't remember how many nurses were in our class. I think it was close to like we'll say 120 to 150.
I literally
was
one, and it was me.
Me.
I
I
can't
made the cut.
remember.
But I
Yeah.
don't know if I was there.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, where are you going with that?
Anywho, it was like 1-ish, 50-ish. And I think about like 10 guys were there. Yeah.
Wow.
Who was
Yeah,
the
they were
hottest?
cool. Not me, man.
Oh.
Not me. I think our Professor McNulty.
Well, McNulty's a hot.
Here's the thing. He was hot. He was hot. He was like 7 years old.
Oh.
And, but he was so charming and funny. He was just like a Harry Potter like professor, and I was like, man, you got the entire room listening to you. How attractive is that?
I mean, he's the professor.
He's truly, literally the teacher.
I
That's
also
just, like,
have a
one
way
thing to
of
do.
weirdly thinking about things.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you faced any scrutiny for being a male nurse in your adult life?
In my adult life, nah, man.
Really?
No, because like I only spend time like at work in the hospital or whatever, and they can't scrutinize you because they need more workers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to turn me off and send me home.
Yeah.
Why would anyone ever like want to make fun of that? Like more people being in the medical field.
When I was a kid or when I was in high school and I told my friends that I applied for nursing, it just wasn't a very masculine thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
You
like
know?
I heard that as well in like a social context.
Yeah.
It's like nurses are girly or girls,
Mhm.
and then doctors are men and masculine.
Mhm.
And it's like obviously that's not the case, but I can see how you might get some pushback from perhaps other guys or just other like people in general.
Some uncultured ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Old ass.
You're abolishing gender rules one stethoscope at a time.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
what's
that's good.
Oh. Yeah. I
That's
dig it.
good. That's
I
good.
didn't think about it.
Does that work?
You want to try it?
I want
Actually,
you to try it.
This will be kind of cool. I don't know if the mics will pick up on this, but like if you put this part on your chest
And then that on the mic.
and then that on the mic, you could probably hear.
Dustin quickly texts us and he's like, "Don't do that. Don't
Don't do that. That's been in his ears.
Put it on my brain, and then you'll hear a
You'll hear-
monkey with cymbals.
And we'll hear your we'll hear your Botox.
I was about to say you'll hear the wind.
Wait, I want you to listen to it.
Can
Aw.
you listen to it first?
I wanted to compliment your stethoscope. It's very sleek and nice.
Guess who chose this?
Oh, the one who hates the military?
Bro.
Okay, you can hear it here.
I can't hear anything.
See, it's honestly kind of twisted because
Bum, bum, bum,
your heartbeat's definitely going quicker when you got a sexy
Okay.
nurse.
bum, bum.
Real soft, but stuff them in the mic. They might be able to hear you.
Okay, this feels.
Rip 'em.
You know, nobody's touching me over
Sorry.
here.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nobody's touching my heart. Whoa.
No.
How would you?
You want to? Okay, Ro. Now you listen to Fabian's.
Okay.
Ooh, I think I have a good heart to listen to.
What if my ears are
What the
waxy?
heck? My heart's good.
Why does
So-
it have to squeeze my head with all its might?
Right? So here's my sternum. I'll go,
Hey.
you hear?
Ew.
You hear it?
Yes.
Wait, why? Ew.
Mine's a big one. Yeah. Why you, Rowan?
Ew. Isn't it so crazy we have insides?
It is.
Yeah.
You want to listen to my guts?
No. No, thank you.
Want to
Bunch
listen to
of
my?
gas.
What
Want
would
to listen?
happen if you
Yes.
listened to my spitball?
Want to listen to my nuts?
You want to listen to my nuts?
Oh yeah, that's real soft there.
Well, that's really cool. Are those?
Yeah, simple.
Are those? Are they? Or what? I don't want them to be waxy. I'm scared.
No, you're good. You're
Okay.
good. Okay,
I clean my
well,
ears.
now you brought up Grey's Anatomy, and you brought up how they don't usually show you the procedural rooms or anything. They just see the ORs. How different is medical drama portrayed than reality? Like Grey's Anatomy, Scrubs, General Hospital.
House.
I thought you were asking another question.
How?
How?
I think some
How's
shows
the
are good.
Food?
So I think The Resident is good. She's still laughing.
I'm crying because Rowan just goes, house.
It's another medical show. How's Hugh Laurie?
How's the food?
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
House
it
was a
was.
good ass show.
Yeah, it was.
I think. Okay, so actually, think about it now. Scrubs does it well in terms of like kind of talk with patients. Like, there's a lot of humor. There's a lot of like jokes and stuff.
Mm.
Patients can be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in terms of like being in the OR, I think for the most part, and they all kind of do it all right. It's when things go crazy, like someone's dying. It's like, and they do this one thing, and you're like, well, stop the bleeding, and you'll take care of the patient. Just stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
But they'll be like, putting
Oh.
lotion on their. I don't know what they do.
Mm.
Yeah.
People
But-
making it more complicated
Yeah.
a little bit.
But however, now they, well, I'm going to overlap into the whole performer part.
Please.
Yeah.
Because I did a recent co-star.
He booked.
I booked.
He booked.
He booked.
That was nuts.
and it was a medical show, and they used me as a consultant as well as
Yes.
the medical profession in the show.
Yeah.
And so they were like, does this look right? Does this look right? Does this look right? So I don't know if they did that before, but now they're making more of an effort in the more current shows to
Mhm.
portray things as accurately as possible.
And that's an amazing story that you've just got to tell too. Like how that ended up happening. That was for Evil, right? Or
There
was that Dr.
Evil,
Death?
and then there was Dr. Death.
Which one was the audition where like
They were
They were incorrect. in the lines?
Mm.
First of all, let me preface this by saying the writers do an incredible job
Right,
at writing.
right.
Which
and
was
exactly.
the one with the dumb, stupid writers that wrote something wrong like idiots?
And right, we
No,
maybe don't have to say it.
No.
There was a show.
Yeah.
we'll work that
Oh,
out. We'll
dude.
work that out. I mean, hey, bring him back.
no, keep it in. That's
make,
really
make
funny.
it recurring.
I don't care. Oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did the sides for the show, and then I'm doing my research and stuff, and I'm like, this is not what they did for this.
Like the medication for the sides, basically the script that they give you, the scene, the lines that you're supposed to do for your audition that were given to Fabian. There was like a medication that was listed for the diagnosis, and it was incorrect. It wasn't what you would give that patient.
Again, respect to the writers, it was very, very close.
It was close.
It was one letter off, but that
But no
letter turned
cigar.
it into a different thing.
always wonder about that for things like procedural shows with medical and like SVU and like things like you have to have like not only a team of like talented actors that can retain like information that's so foreign to them, but also like people on the outside who know how those things work because you can't afford to slip up.
Right?
Yeah, you don't want to, because people like me are definitely watching these shows being like, that's dumb.
Right. Right.
So you don't want to embarrass. Anyway, so in my slate, I was like, hey, I'm Fabian. I'm this and this. I'm based in LA. And you got this part wrong.
Oh my God.
So I'm just going to like do it for you to see how it sounds. But to each their own. So I did it.
And then he booked.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It was kind of ballsy.
we were like making jokes that like the casting director would like take the sides or they would like take the audition and go into the writer's room and be like, you
You're-
idiot.
You're fired.
You've had one job.
We had an actor tell us.
a stupid actor who's a nurse.
No, genuinely. But that's great. It probably and you're such a talented actor, but that probably
thank you.
stood out to them.
Oh my gosh,
Maybe.
absolutely. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, nice try.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
try. I can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Nice.
And exactly.
You guys have been hanging out a lot.
Yeah. Rosh just scares me with her burps because she's so projectile
She
with them.
eats them. Literally goes, yeah.
She goes like this. And it like literally it's like an echo effect. And I'm like,
Yeah.
No, everybody in the room is usually like,
yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, our stuff is out of place. Our glasses are tilted.
Yeah.
chairs are like flipped over.
Yeah. Hair is
What's
blown
that?
back. Like, what the hell was that? And Rosh is just like, I'm sorry.
I'm like, my bad.
Oh man.
Oh my God. So because of what you do and who you are and how you look and how you smell, I figure you have a lot of stories, right?
Oh, yeah.
I want
yeah.
to hear some of these stories.
Oh, man.
Can we get into the craziest story? Do you have a really sad story?
Bonus
something
points
maybe
if it's about poop.
Bonus points if it's maybe kind of sexy.
You gave me all the genres.
I just want to hear a story.
Tell us
Fabian.
crazy stories
Crazy
from
stories.
the inside.
So I can tell you these stories, but I'm never going to give you the names, locations, any of that stuff.
Why not?
What's their
Well,
phone
I don't
number?
want them knowing that it's you that this is happening to.
How's their phone number?
There was a patient, and they had a stoma, which is like if you don't know what an ostomy bag, it's like if you have surgery on your colon, and they cut the colon in half or whatever. They gotta rest that part and loop it outside your abdomen.
Ew.
So that's your colon, and that's where.
We are so dumb.
Oh my goodness. No. These are great reactions.
Oh my god.
I don't see this a lot because people
Yeah,
where I work,
Are
they're used
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
So we're like,
so this is what
Yeah.
people on the bus or on the plane or on the streets would what they would say. So
or in a box.
or in a big box.
Or in a house.
Anyway, the stoma's coming out, the colon's coming out through the abdomen.
What does a stoma look like?
Like a first thing I thought it was a red rocket on a dog.
No.
But it's just like a pink
Don't you know I don't like when people say that?
red rocket.
Red rocket?
or dog.
yeah.
Or dog. Don't you know I hate the word dog?
So their colon's coming out their abdomen, and this person came in and their stool was backing up. And the doctor calls me in. This doctor always calls me in, and I go in there, and he's like, "How big are your hands?" I'm like, "I'm pretty big thumb." He's like, "We're not kidding." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah.
He's like, "Can you stick your big ass finger in this person's colon to help dilate the hole so that poop can come out easier?" And it's creepy. It's not creepy. It's crazy. It's not creepy.
It's a
I had
little
no
creepy.
problem. I have the other thing is I have no problem with like poop, guts, smell, all that stuff.
At a certain point, right? You didn't
I
always
just never.
start that. like
I
that.
think for me it's just like this is the job. This person is not feeling well, and like I've always been like let's help you out. Shut up.
Brave.
I have no problem with poop. Guts?
Guts,
Now that's a good album.
Red
Yeah.
rockets?
No,
Right.
no.
dog. Anywho,
Anywho.
they were like,
Anywho.
lube up your finger. I lubed up my finger, and this is the first time in my like 9.5-ish years I've ever done this. I've always taken care of these stomas, put the pouches on, cleaned them, wiped them, everything except put my finger inside it.
Is this in someone's body?
Yeah,
In their
they're awake.
butthole?
Well, in their butthole that's coming through the abdomen, there's poop coming out of here. There's poop coming
Their
out of here.
poop is coming out of their abdomen.
Sure, I'm
through
with
the-
you.
And so, finger through the stoma, and it's crazy. They're like, "Do you feel?" I forgot what they call it. Like, "Do you feel the wall or whatever?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, you got to find the hole because there's your skin, the fat underneath, the muscle, and then the,
abdomen?
intestines." So I got to get through the abdominal wall, get into the colon, and dilate that hole. It was wild.
How long did your finger have to just
10 minutes. And the whole time, it was like I could feel the abs flexing and stuff and squeezing my finger. And it was quite the experience.
Whoa.
Yeah, I bet you didn't think you were going to get this story on here, huh?
So what kind of lube did you use for your finger? Like, is it just
KY
like,
jelly. Heated since... No, I'm just kidding. Just
Oh,
Yeah,
regular.
right.
Just lube.
heated?
Oh my god, I feel
For your
dizzy
pleasure.
after that. This is the shit I mean where I can't. Ugh.
Wow.
That's nuts.
It's I mean,
Did
that's
you
not the
do-
craziest thing. No, what?
Did you just use one?
Yeah, just
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The doctor's like, how
Rowan
big-
stuck
What?
with 2
I was like,
and started curling.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
The doctor was like, how big are your hands? And you were like, whoa, what did you do this weekend?
No, literally.
Mm,
Oh my
this guy.
god, that is a nut story.
It's a nut story. I
And
have
it's
a lot of stories.
Yeah, no, please.
Well-
I want more.
And speaking of, too, I'm sure that it gets crazier because you also worked in New York during the pandemic.
Wow.
Yeah.
literally the height of a major health crisis
Yeah.
in a New York was like the
New York was the epicenter.
epicenter.
Yeah.
That was the word I was looking for.
That was the.
It's
that was
also
I
the
just heard
Big
it.
Apple.
Yeah, the core.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that must have been
I know that dance.
I'm sure that must have been tragic.
Yeah, it was. Well, so I have a lot of New York nurse friends who I worked at an Upper East hospital, and ours were at Sloan Kettering, actually, and we had a lot of cancer patients. So we couldn't just admit anybody, because our population is so prone to getting sick already.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually had it a little bit easier than other public hospitals like NYU, NYP, Sinai, Mount Sinai.
Mm.
My friend Becky would cry every day.
Mm.
Yeah, and they had it bad. People were dying everywhere. It was crazy. So
That is like, I just can't even imagine like being around that, understanding how to like process my feelings. Like in a way, like that's why I'm kind of trying to draw that parallel between, being used to the like quote unquote like the gross stuff as well. It's like at a certain point you do just kind of, get desensitized to it. And that's kind of a really sad thing when it comes to death.
yeah. I think. Yeah. Sometimes when people pass away on the job, it's absolutely sad.
Yeah.
I'll find myself talking to them even though they've passed.
Mm.
But sometimes it's also like this person was not like a very good person. It was like, I had no emotional connection to you. Let's clean this up, get you nice and proper,
Oh,
and then send you
gosh.
down. So other times it becomes a job.
Yeah.
And it was weird because when COVID came around, up until then, I did not want to be a nurse. I was so done with the stress and the doing stuff. It was very like it was pretty thankless actually of a job.
Oh wow.
And I wanted to be a cop actually at one point.
You
Because-
just love all the Sims professions.
Yeah, all the labor unions
Yeah.
cover. A construction worker, I'm thinking about now actually.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anywho,
you should.
I got it. I've never
Anywho's-
said anywho
Anywho's awesome.
I really
as
like
much as I've said
anywho.
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 It rolls off the tongue for me. Anywho, I wanted to be a cop at one point. Not because of, I wanted to stop crime. I was like, being a nurse keeps me inside a lot. I want to be outdoors, driving in a car.
Could be like a park ranger.
You wanted to be a cop to
Wait
be
a
outdoors.
second. Now I kind of want to be a park ranger.
Hey, we'll bring you back if you show up in a park ranger outfit.
That would actually be hysterical.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
so I'm over it.
All of this is just
Yeah.
like character, like work.
Uh-huh.
I'm not
yeah.
actually a nurse.
Yeah.
You're
But
in your
my history-
character.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Anywho, I gotta stop.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Actually people say anyways,
Anyways.
and that is not like grammatically correct. If
Anyway.
you're going to use
Oh.
anyway, it's anyway.
Anyway.
Oh,
Anyway, not
I think
anyways.
I only say anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just only say anyways.
I'm
Anyway.
tossing
Oh my
that
God.
out.
Whoa.
There you go.
Am I a dumb
What does my
idiot?
friend Allie say? Alls is. She uses the word alls.
Alls.
As a way of transitioning,
Like alls, y'all,
Alls,
y'alls.
alls,
Alls,
something.
y'all.
I don't know.
all's y'all.
Shout out Allie. I haven't heard from her in a minute.
I tried.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like
good.
giving it a good
All's
statement, some
y'all.
gusto. or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's similar.
Yeah. But it was so
You want to
looping
be
back to the story. During COVID, kind of the start of it, I've worked my shifts already. I work overnight, and I wake up, and the days that I come off of overnight, I try to like get back into a regular schedule. I go to the gym, I wake up a little early, I just hang out. Otherwise, I'd be sleeping till like 3 or 4, and then wake up, go to the next shift. But this was my day off, and my manager texts me after I've already gone out to, hang about, read, chill. She goes, "Hey, we're short tonight. Can you come help?" Up until then, I never wanted to be a nurse, and then I got that text. I was like, you know what? This is like our time
Mm.
to work and like make a difference in the world. And that moment was when I was proud to be a nurse.
Oh.
And now we're back to the start.
Wow. Yeah. Right.
I'm kidding. No,
Wow. I didn't know that. I think that definitely is a huge moment for people where, there's a very few number of us that would say like, oh, I'm completely happy with the place that I'm in with my career, my job, my field, the industry that I'm in and whatnot. But a lot of the times we stay because we need to stay. But it sounds like that's a moment where you realized why you wanted to stay.
Yeah, I definitely, and now I appreciate it even more. Like I didn't realize how much of a difference we made in people's lives up until COVID and after, because we were kind of just like treated like servants, like get me this and this and this, give me this medication, and then we'd leave the room and they'd be like, hey, give me my TV remote. The TV remote's literally right here, you know. And I think that's the thing I do now, which is something that a lot of people do when they come to the hospital, is they kind of get reliant on like help. And so something that I do is I help them be as independent as possible, and I make it easy for them. And yeah, it's a lot of layers.
Do you find that you're treated that way by doctors as well, or like any subordinates?
Oh, as like kind of like a servant, like a get me this, get me that kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit like do you ever feel like nurses are almost categorized as like, oh, like just maybe like a
Hands.
step down
Yeah, like
from a
helpers.
doctor? Like, do you ever feel that?
I used to more than I do now, and sometimes now I do, yeah. Sometimes doctors, I work with phenomenal doctors. Every now and then there will be one, won't name names, who just doesn't treat us with respect. He'll talk kind of down to us and really dismissive to us. Then another surgeon will walk by. He'll be like, oh, smiles. You know? So that dynamic is real. That stuff that you see in Grey's Anatomy and House and all that stuff about some doctors being a little less pleasant, that is real. So
I feel like it's like that's such like a true and valid point, and I feel like you can kind of relate it to like every industry, right? Because like no one's just doing it on their own. Like I've worked on like a bunch of TV shows and whatnot, and literally like when I did like a full season of Made for Love on HBO Max, and like what I took away from that was literally I was like, okay, yeah, the actors are important, but they're actually like low key some of the least important people here. Like none of this is everyone's looking at them. But none of this is happening without the people behind the scene, the hands on deck that are helping. Like, which is why I think it's lame to hear if a doctor is rude to nurses, or like when actors are like shitty to the crew. It's like, dude, we're all here like making sure you look good and you can do your job right.
Yeah.
Totally.
The crew, they're there before the actors. When I was on set, it's like all respect to the crew, and I think the actors sometimes eat lunch or like they'll just get preferential treatment. It shouldn't be like that.
I mean, even if actors are arriving earlier than the crew, it's because they need to get their makeup done, and then the makeup artists are on their feet for 6 hours doing prosthetics.
Yeah.
When I worked on that TV show, I was the first PA like on set every day. My call time every day was like 4 a.m.
Dude.
And I would drive to downtown Los Angeles, park, be shuttled to the lot, and I would set up check-in for the entire crew and cast and COVID department. So I would set everything up, and then like the really early crew would like show up at like 5:30, and then by like 7:38 is when like main crew, like directors and ADs would like pull up, and the AD on that show was always so evil to me. And I just was like, man, I've been sitting out here in the cold checking everyone in so we can roll since 4 a.m.
Right.
Like, you know, like why are you being so shitty to, I'm just a little kid.
Yeah.
I love
just a
kid. But I was like,
baby.
at that point I was like 22, 23, and I was like, dude, I'm just here to check in.
Yeah, and you don't know anything when you're 22, 23.
I don't know anything now.
Yeah.
That's why
But you're getting there.
it also feels like just as disappointing in a hospital context then, you know? It's like, I understand that you're not feeling your best right now, right? Like you're feeling sick and you clearly need help, but to treat the people around you with disrespect when they're dealing with like 10 to 20 plus other patients that are also likely being unpleasant and feeling ill, like that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a really, really taxing job to
Yeah.
attend every day. And for long hours, sometimes overnight, like sometimes I feel like I don't give it enough thought, and how
Mm.
lucky I feel to be in my career, you know?
On the East Coast, the nurse to patient ratio can go upwards to 6 to 7, especially overnight. One nurse to 6 or 7 patients.
Wow.
And over here in California, thankfully, you cap it if you're inpatient at 6. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, 4. 4 patients.
What's the difference with inpatient and outpatient?
Inpatient, you're in the hospital and you're staying in the hospital. Outpatient, you can like leave.
Like a clinic.
Like a clinic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you have somewhere where you work where nurses and doctors can go, like, for lack of a better word, like not a panic room, but like, do you have a quiet space?
Yeah, our hospital does a good job having with quiet spaces. Yeah, but unfortunately, we're short staffed. So if you want to be a nurse, go be a nurse. It's a great career if you like flexibility, money, and then other options to be whatever type of nurse. There are tons of specialties. So what was the question? Oh yeah.
Anywho.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there an instance in which do you find yourself coming home from work and not being able to let go of something you've seen that day?
Here's the good part about nursing is that you can keep your work at work and you don't have to take it home with you. You're not taking these patients home. Sometimes these emotions, like, they'll stay with you a little bit, but I'm always able to unwind. It's the stories that kind of stay with me more. This other story, there's this patient out in New York, and sweet old lady, couldn't speak. She had we call them trachs, which are tubes that go out your trachea. Because you either have like a swallowing thing out here where you eat food and it just goes into your lungs, like, that kind of thing, or you like have like cancer up there. Anyway, she was breathing through a tube because of cancer. And she was always in the hospital. She also had like a gastric tube, which was a tube that she'd get feedings into her stomach. Always in the hospital. Very sweet, didn't need much. No, actually, health-wise, she needed so much, but would always just not complain. She was the cutest. She'd be like, and that's how she'd laugh.
Aww.
Right? Not a sound.
Oh.
The last shift I did in New York was with her as one of my patients.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have time, but I knew I was going to miss her. And I wanted to spend a smidgen more time with her. And so I told her, I was like, hey, I got a few minutes. Let me play cards with you. She was playing cards by herself. So we played Rummy? Gin? Just Rummy?
I think so.
Rummy.
Gin Rummy?
Gin Rummy.
Okay.
Thank you. And
Jimmy?
those that 5 to 10 minute span, she was just like so happy. And it was so nice.
That is really sweet.
It is really sweet. And there was something about it. It's kind of dramatic, actually. I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't want to say goodbye. And that was a choice. I didn't want to be sad and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional now.
Well,
But
I'm sure.
that's I remember her face. Yeah. She was great.
Do you find that trying to switch up a little bit? Do you find that friends and family often reach out to you and ask, like, "Hey, I've got a scar on my back that just popped up out of nowhere. Can you help me take a look at this?" Or like, "Hey, my friend is
my toenail's getting too big and sharp and stuff."
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel abused in that way? Do you feel taken advantage of?
No, man. I'm like a caretaker. Like I get stressed out at work and stuff, and I act like I don't want to be there, but like I'm good at what I do. So with my friends, if they post something, like this happened recently, someone posted something on Instagram. They tore their ACL. I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, I reached out to them. I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, no, I'm in so much pain. I was like, what are you taking? And I'm like, this, and this. I'm like, here, do this. And then that night, like, their pain halved. The next day, they were up and walking and stuff.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah. So the only people who take advantage of me are you two.
Well, I called you at dinner the other night, and I was like, what's the maximum amount of pampering I can take because I'm perioding and shitting at dinner?
Yeah, right.
I was like, period?
I haven't heard about that one yet, dude.
Yeah.
I was having horrible cramps that night, and Arasha was like, call Fabian now, call Fabian.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I
Sorry,
take a...
man. I couldn't help her out that time.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You were
not
no,
good in
you
that
did
thing.
help me out. You were like,
Oh, did I?
You were like,
Read the instructions.
you
on
said,
the
did you
box.
read the bottle? And I said, no. I
Said,
just called
turn it off and
you."
turn it back on.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
And
right,
then I
let's
did
get to
too.
the meat of this.
Please.
Scrubs, are they comfy or not? Like, why are you wearing these? in the
Dog, yours
hospital?
are not comfy.
Mine look
Unless
bad.
unless they feel comfy.
These look pretty good.
I feel
Oh.
okay, but I feel like you would, if you had any type of like butt sweat, you would see it.
Nah, man, you're good.
Really?
Wait. Actually, nah, you're good. You're good.
Are
For those on me are small and like restrictive,
yeah.
so they're not my favorites. I like these ones. These are like
Those are really
yeah.
slick.
Those are really nice.
I've never had figs. And I would like to try them.
Figs. If
Figs.
you're listening, we've got some places to put your scrubs.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Yeah, and I look good with earthy tones and navy and black. And stuff.
Are scrubs expensive?
Yeah,
Really?
scrubs are expensive.
How much?
Whoa.
How much?
I think they
dollars?
they're like 70 for good ones. Like figs are
Piece?
pricey. Like a shirt, it's almost like Lululemon like prices.
What?
I feel
Yeah.
like the hospital should provide that to you. I'd
Sometimes-
show up in my bathing
sometimes
suit.
Sometimes they do. There are also like more affordable scrubs.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. I have another question. With Grey's Anatomy, their colors are correspondent to their like status.
Their title.
in the hospital. Yeah,
Yeah.
like residents wear the light blues, and then no, the interns I think wear the light blue, and then the attending.
Oh god.
The attorney is
attending.
funny. The cook.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
chefs.
The chef wears a
The
hat.
chefs wear white.
Yeah. Wait. What?
But the
So what's that
doctors
all
wear
about?
blue.
So what is that about? Is there any truth to that?
Are we talking the TV show or the clothing brand? Because Grey's Anatomy is also like a scrub brand,
Oh
What?
no.
which I don't know if they're correlated with the show, but yeah. So there's a show and there's
I'm
also a
not sure.
scrub brand.
I remember watching Grey's Anatomy, and that's like how you know the level of
Yeah,
like
like position you're
yes,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that true to your hospital?
Not mine specifically, but some places do that.
Do
Do
Do.
poo poo, and to just let patients know who's what position. Yeah, in Sloan Kettering they did that.
interesting.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like some people liked it, some people don't. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's
I don't
like
know how I feel about it.
it's like in
Yeah.
Friends when Joey gets a job at the museum and he wears a blue blazer and the archaeologists or whatever or paleontologists wear white coats and they
Kind
don't
of.
sit together.
Kind
We've been
of.
watching Friends more, and it's so pleasant.
It's the best show ever.
It is a dope show.
So good.
It's so funny.
So good.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite show of all time. I know everything about
Of all
it.
time.
Well,
Yeah?
Mm.
But see, another category is like maternity
Yeah.
is also pink. The scrubs are
Ooh.
always
sure,
pink.
sure,
I
I
think
get
in
that.
Grey's Anatomy. Maybe I'm making that up.
No. That totally makes sense. Pink
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, there's the maternity ward, pediatrics.
Yeah.
Pediatrics, staff typically wear like some cartoon or something fun on their scrubs.
I'd want to be that
Interesting.
one.
That would
Yeah,
be fun.
that's cute.
Kelsey, who was just here, shout out Kelsey, my best friend, one of my best friends. I have so many. Was a pediatrics nurse.
Aw.
Yeah. That's
she-
gotta
in
be
the
tough.
ICU.
That's gotta
She
be
had a
tough.
hard time. She had a
Yeah.
hard
That's
time.
But
gotta
the
be tough.
cartoon scrubs make it easier.
Yeah.
When I was doing clinicals in school, this was our pediatric rotation, and I was taking care of this kid, and they just for some reason they just don't tell you what's on their minds sometimes. And I was
Children?
I was children. Well,
They
this
just
child
don't know their alphabet.
This
half the
child,
time.
well, okay, maybe this child was sick and they'd never had that feeling before and they didn't know how to describe it.
Okay.
I was, just fluffing up their blankets, taking care of them. She's looking at me and then she goes, "Ah!"
Oh. Like a vomit kind of
You've
way, or
done
And then
it?
she looks at me and goes, "You're up."
yeah.
And you're like, oh, did you?
Oh, no
I'm like,
kidding.
"Oh, sweetie, it's okay. I got you. No
Aw,
worries." Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were in nursing school, did you ever have to deal with one of the like simulation dummies that like sits there in the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
What are they like?
They're stiff. And they are
Good
not
kissers?
lifelike.
Don't answer that.
It's okay. They're okay. They taste a little stale.
They taste like plastic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They need some Vaseline on those lips.
Ugh.
Yeah. Bad breath too. But some places do like actors.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
I should do that.
Yeah, wait.
Check it out. Check it out. It'd be kind of cool.
I was doing it in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
that-
crushed it.
Really good.
Thank you. This is actually a perfect transition into what we'd like to do to you next.
Yeah, we have a little game quiz.
I'm gonna
We got
fail,
a
man. I
little-
don't do well with quizzes.
Little role play. Little
Okay.
role play.
Okay.
It's called What's Wrong with Me?
Ooh.
Ba-da-da.
Oh, God.
Okay, Ro, should you go first?
Mm.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Wait,
Yeah.
tell them the game.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well,
I'd probably figure it out.
yeah, I think you'll figure out the game.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a role play.
It's a
game.
role-playing game. Here we go. Ready?
You're the nurse.
I'm the nurse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi,
Hey, what's going on? I'm Fabian.
I'm Marcus.
Nice to meet you, Marcus. What's going on?
I'm here at this urgent care because I'm experiencing painful intercourse. I've felt some nausea and lower abdominal pain.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with me?
Some nausea and abdominal pain, huh?
Mhm.
So now the game is that we've provided to you a few symptoms. You can ask follow-up questions, and then you have to figure out our diagnosis.
Oh, great. Well, the
Or
first,
else we're taking your medical license away.
Yeah,
Oh,
and we're
man.
gonna take your.
this could be the
stethoscope.
push I need to be a park ranger.
Oh yeah.
You've
Mhm.
got this. You can ask me about other side effects.
I will ask you so much stuff.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, how is your blood pressure and heart rate? And
Not good.
blood
Oh.
pressure's not good?
Yeah.
Give me some numbers, man.
I'm bleeding after sex.
Oh.
Are you bleeding right now?
No.
Through the butt or the back of the front?
I have both rectal pain and painful urination.
Both. Okay, very good.
Very
mhm.
good.
Are you using lube?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Peeing after sex?
My partner is,
You
but
are. You're
I'm
not.
I am Marcus.
Oh.
I am man Marcus.
Would you ask someone if they were using lube?
Just out of curiosity, I try to get as much information as possible.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having penile discharge.
You have some sort of UTI, I think. However, what we would do is we'd get your vital signs. Let's do this. Let's get your blood pressure, heart rate, O2 sat, your height and weight, and let's get a urine culture and maybe even a stool sample. We can have the doctor look at your behind.
Okay.
And that urine culture will tell us a lot about if you're having some sort of UTI. However, if that goes to your back, if you're feeling pain in your back,
Low
That's-
back pain.
oh, low back pain, not lower abdominal pain.
Both.
Everything hurts.
Golly,
yeah.
man.
I just have painful joints and diarrhea. Sometimes even a fever.
Oh.
Joints,
Jesus.
diarrhea, fever.
Yeah. I think I might
nauseous,
have some sort of sexually transmitted disease.
Oh yeah. Sounds like it.
Maybe.
I'm Marcus's girlfriend. No.
Yeah. And she's bleeding right now.
I'm bleeding right now. I just tripped
Oh.
on the way in.
We should check you in too.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think we
Make
might,
sure we get all the
might
tests
both
from
have
you
it.
as well.
We could both have it. Actually, I don't have it. Where have you been?
Yeah, what do you think?
Marcus.
There's a lot going on right now.
Marcus, every girl in school.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure the diagnosis. However, the tests we do will help give us some more information that we need.
Okay.
It could be a lot of things because your abdomen's feeling pain, huh? Okay.
Want
Yeah,
to
what else?
throw a guess out there?
Is it like a combination?
Mm-mm, just one.
Just one. Abdominal pain, flank pain,
Go back to
discharge.
Painful intercourse, nausea, bleeding after sex, rectal pain.
rectal pain is
Close.
my band.
Hemorrhoids? I give up. Send it.
I have chlamydia.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
Hey, that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We wanted to
that's
get one that would
that's something
stump
I
you.
know.
No,
Yeah,
we
you did.
wanted to stump you. Yeah.
Chlamydia.
Okay. You
I
want to
never
go
got
patient
chlamydia.
number 2?
I only asked about the lube thing because when I was at the doctor this morning and I'm going through physical therapy for my jaw and whatnot, and literally they were asking me about the form was like, what's giving head like for you right now? Is it painful?
Mm.
And I literally was
Shut
like,
up.
I know. I was like, whoa. Anyways, okay.
That's
All right, here we go.
awesome. I wish the doctor would ask me that.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine? What's giving head like for you? It's awesome.
It's rocking.
It's f***ing sick.
I am amazed.
I am so good at it. Anyways.
Want me to show you?
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, here we go. No. Hi,
Hey, what's going on?
I'm Louise. I'm seeing my doctor because I have a rash.
Hmm.
It's red and it's spreading around my skin.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with me?
Let me take a look. Which way is it spreading? Oh, it's on your arm?
Yeah, well, it itches and it burns. Well, it's kind of everywhere. It itches, it burns, and sometimes it even tingles.
Hmm.
And sometimes it makes me feel like I have a headache and a fever and chills. And it's all coming from this rash.
And the rash is on your arm?
It's all around.
Oh, everywhere.
I would
on your
say
torso and
maybe.
stuff.
I would say maybe, yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's kind of just. It's generally on my
Have
body.
have you had chicken pox before?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Is it pussy?
Mm,
The rash?
I don't think
Is
so.
it like poppy? A little
No.
red? No?
Mm-mm. I
Is it
didn't like-
is it dry then?
Yeah. I didn't like that you said poppy rash.
Yeah.
Poppy rash.
Well,
Ooh.
what were you gonna say if it
I was gonna
pussy?
say I was gonna test you for shingles.
Ding, ding, ding!
Oh,
Ding,
there
ding,
it
ding,
is.
ding, ding.
I
We
have
shingles.
shingles.
Nice.
You have shingles.
Woo, we got it.
Yay,
Yay.
shingles.
Oh, the chlamydia one is eating at me though.
Good job.
Yeah.
Don't
high
worry,
five.
no worries. You got
The
it.
only reason I know that is because, well, two reasons. I'm a nurse.
Right.
And one, I've had it before.
Really? What was that
Yeah.
like for
Shingles.
you?
I had a very mild case.
You also had hemorrhoids. Sorry.
No,
I've had hemorrhoids.
yeah, I've started eating more fruits and vegetables, so my hemorrhoids have thankfully been more controlled.
I don't
Amen.
think I've had those.
They kind of stink, literally.
Oh, sure.
And yeah, where did we?
Oh.
Hemorrhoids. What were we talking about before?
I was
then?
fist bumping you for having more fruit.
Nice.
Oh,
Catch you up
She's been
some
eating
watermelon.
She's been eating her vegetables lately.
Mhm.
We love mushrooms.
Okay,
I don't like mushrooms.
ready?
Oh, yeah.
Final
Let's go.
patient.
Let's
We
get
got
it.
one more. Hi.
Hi, what's going on? Hi. Your nurse walked in.
Hi.
And he was like,
Hi.
I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Paul. What can I do for you today?
I'll just go to the next hospital.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, down the street.
Different
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, maybe okay.
Are you flirting with your patient?
Yeah, really just pretend that I am
No,
a patient.
I don't try. Oh, okay.
Okay, ready?
You just don't try. You just have to riz.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi. I'm Kieran. I'm here because I feel really bloated. I'm uncomfortable and I need some advice. What's wrong with me?
When's the last time? Are you passing gas?
I can't pass stools.
Oh no. When's the last time you passed a stool?
A week.
That's not good.
Yeah, and I have swelling of my anus and loss of sensation in my anus.
Hurting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Kieran, are you throwing up?
Mm.
I'm gonna listen to your bowels now, okay? Do I hear anything?
Oh, God.
Do I hear anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so
there's stuff in there.
But you're not passing anything.
Correct.
All right, so you got a lot of gas. You have a bowel obstruction, I think.
That sounds a little complicated. I think I passed my test for that. I just really have to pass stools and I can't.
You
She's
really do.
farting.
Oh, you are farting.
I'm farting though.
Oh.
I am passing gas.
She's farting.
That's good. That's good news. So you just need to poop.
So what's that called?
A bowel obstruction? Let's
No.
get
Think
a little
dumber.
like,
Think dumber.
Dumber.
poop clog.
Close. Yeah, what's that called medically? He's
Give
on
me
the
a hint,
he's
man.
on the spot, everybody. He's on the
You're
spot.
thinking too. You're saying it.
You're
but
gonna be
thinking
really
too
mad
big.
when we say this.
Yeah.
Not
We-
a poop plug.
We
What
have
happens when you can't
A
poop?
poop plug.
No.
we
You're
have
constipated.
constipation.
So,
All right, yeah, all right,
being
cool.
so liberal with that.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good work.
Thank you. That was a toughie.
I know. I'm sorry. We were just really trying to not make it that easy.
Mhm.
So we
Uh-huh.
just had side effects and stuff like that listed for you.
Dude, give me a hard one. The chlamydia one, I could not get.
Did we not get that correct? We were kind of
No.
having to spitball.
No. I don't. People in the ER see a lot of STIs and all that stuff. I haven't worked in the ER, the emergency room. So
Thank you.
testing and all that stuff, I'm not very familiar with. I'll be honest with you. So someone who does work in the ER might have, seen you and been like, oh, an STI.
Yes.
I was also thinking something along those lines, but
No, I think you did great. I think definitely a huge...
Did I pass?
You absolutely passed. A huge disclaimer of that as well is obviously you need to take tests in order to understand what it is. You can't just be like, nauseous and bleeding out of your anus? Shingles.
Sounds like you gotta go to Weenie General.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that was good. Very good. Way to go.
Very good.
Appreciate you.
Very good. You can keep
that
your
was,
license.
that was pretty stressful.
When you said you were going to listen to her bowels, I thought you were going to put your stethoscope in her butt.
I was thinking about it, but then I just thought it'd be easier just to mime it. This ain't real.
Oh
no, it's
No,
real.
It's real. And it's
It's
nice.
real.
It's very nice.
It is a good one. It's a call that not a lot of people have.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so crazy. Well, do you have any advice for people that are maybe interested in going into the nursing field out there? Like maybe people who are getting ready to graduate high school and take their next step towards pursuing this?
Because let me say, if I watched Grey's Anatomy through high school, I watched it through college. If I had watched it through high school, I would 100% be going into I would have gone into med school.
House.
That's how I felt about Fall Guy. If I would have seen that movie when I was a kid, I would have been a stuntman.
I also was thinking of being a stuntman
We should.
after being a park ranger because
Oh my God.
one of my patients is a stuntman.
Yeah?
Pretty successful one.
Uh-huh.
Very successful. And I was talking to him. He was like, dude, just prepare to get hurt. But otherwise, it's like really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Prepare to hurt
Yeah.
yourself.
The thing he said,
to hurt
though, he
and
was
have
like
a life long of pain, but
Yeah.
other than that's pretty cool. Good
Right.
benefits.
it's cool. I've seen him just jumping off shit, getting pulled by like a little harness.
Oh my God, did you see Fall Guy?
Yeah, it was really fun.
God,
Yeah.
that movie, that was like my favorite movie
It was
of
a
the
fun
year, and
movie.
it
Really?
flopped.
Yeah.
Oh, it flopped?
I mean,
think
it
it
wasn't
didn't
out
do well.
that long.
I think it
It
was a
wasn't.
little bit too inside baseball for people that are in
Sure.
the
I
industry.
think
Too niche.
so.
So
I
like,
think
yeah,
so.
but I watched it. I was like, I love this movie
Yeah.
so much.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I felt with Grey's Anatomy is I became so interested in just like the hospital space, scrubs. Like I was so just wanting to be immersed in that. So much so that after I watched Grey's Anatomy, I had done an internship at a radio station inside of the Boston Children's Hospital. And just being in the hospital, I just remember being so like amazed because I was like, oh my gosh, it's just like I've seen in Grey's Anatomy. Like it was so cool to me. So any earlier, and I absolutely would have gone into med school.
Mhm.
Yeah. Check it out. If that's my advice. Well, my advice would be to find someone to shadow, take you along, show you what it's really like. And if you don't like that field, like being on the hospital floor, that can be pretty messy. I've seen so much stuff. Go into the OR. That's pretty cool. Just doing surgeries, helping out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like that, there's also like more public health stuff. Just different types. If you like working at home, like I'm honestly thinking of seeing if I can do something remotely or hybrid.
Yeah. Because
you can do that
nursing
as
is
well.
nursing
Very
is
flexible.
truly shifting into a lot of different things now in a more digital space.
Yeah.
So telehealth included, like it
Yeah.
can be so many other things now.
You can. If you're thinking about it, definitely check it out. I think for me as a performer as well, it really works out. Flexibility wise, hours wise, and thankfully, blessedly, finance.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Is important.
So
You work for that bag.
Mm-hmm. That colostomy bag.
Bag.
Yeah, that bag.
poop bag.
That poop bag. You work for it.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Well, before you go, although we have learned so much already.
You
Good.
fingered a colon.
Yeah.
That was something.
We want to spitball with you
Oh, hell yeah.
about how you choose to spend your perfect sick day.
Yeah.
When you're
Oh.
sick and you are staying home from school or work and you just have yourself at home,
Yeah.
what do you like to do?
As me right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a
All
30
all
yeah.
of us kind of what do you like to do? Do you like to sleep in? Do you like to
Yeah, what's like
lay
a
in bed
sick
all day?
day?
What's a sick day?
Oh man.
Not like a sick day.
Not a- Not
If
us.
sick day, I need to capitalize on all the hours I have in a day. I wake up, hit the gym, have a small bike.
Wait.
You're
No, you're sick. You're ill in bed.
Oh, this is a real sick
What
day.
did you
Wait, are you
It's just-
taking sick days from work
Right,
when you're
right,
not
right.
actually sick?
Right.
It's
I'm like,
none of their business what I do in my sick days.
oh, when I'm sick, I run 10 miles.
When I'm sick, I need to maximize my day.
I go
What?
free diving and make my own lobster sandwiches.
Literally.
Yeah.
No. On a sick day, you wake
Okay.
up, you got a sore
Gotcha.
throat, runny
Gotcha.
nose. You're
Gotcha.
like, I
Like,
can't
I'm
get
not
out of
doing
bed. I
nothing.
feel weak. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, well, I recently got a PS5. I've been keeping in touch with my friends on the East Coast. Oh, do you have?
Uh-oh, gamer
My
boy.
roommate does, and I kind of use his when
Do you
he
play
wants to
online?
No.
Noted. I
Damn,
will maybe hop
rejected.
on that. I've been reading a couple of books. I really love to read. If I'm feeling that sick, I'll go throw up or maybe poop a little bit. And if we're talking real sick, that's
Uh-huh.
what I would do.
You'll
and
poop
then
a lot
Sure,
better.
I'll make some soup.
Yeah.
I'm a big vegetable soup guy. Just drink that. Have some rice. Do it real nice and rice and soup.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm so into rice and soup right now. You wouldn't even believe
it's
it.
so good.
It's like all I've been eating.
It's so good.
Rice in your soup?
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
you get soup and then rice.
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta
Ugh.
shout out to Julia for this because, like, literally at work, I go into our like workspace and I'm like, "What is the soup? Give me some rice," and I just sit there and eat so much. So
It's
good.
Huh.
delicious. You what soups are you making?
Well, like I didn't make the soup, but like the most recent soup I really enjoyed with my rice was cream of squash with
Yummy.
rice.
Yeah, it's like a drinkable sauce. You're crazy. Yeah,
So good.
Long tongue.
It is so good. I'm crazy about soup and rice.
Yeah. So that's what I would do, and then I'd maybe take care of my plants. I don't get sick very often, so I guess I'm not very good at it. But the last time I got really sick, man, I was down for the count. I was pooping and throwing up at the same time. I was like this.
Out of both ends? I've
Yeah.
never done that.
Should have
Have
gotten
you?
tested for chlamydia.
I've never
Yep.
got. I've perhaps maybe dabbled in that a little bit, but my friend Kurt just gave me a new word that I really like, and I said something. I was like, I was screaming and throwing up, and he goes, "Were you scromating?"
Oh.
Scream
oh
vomiting.
my God. I
Vomiting?
vomit. I do. And of course I poop, but I've never done both at the same time. And that sounds awful.
It is quite
I don't
the
think
experience.
I've done that. I don't think I've done. I think I've done them within like a radius of each other,
Nah, man.
like a
same
pre-party
time.
poop and then a late drunk throw
Oh,
up.
absolutely.
It was so interesting. I felt like, you remember those dolls that like you squeeze and their eyes pop out? and
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
I felt like that because I was just like
Oh.
retching.
Oh.
Retching.
Where were you positioned?
Where was I? How was I positioned?
Yeah.
I'm on the toilet
Oh God.
with a bucket in front of me.
Holy crud.
Is this something your audience wants to like listen to?
Oh yeah, they're fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys,
cool.
they're
You guys are
fine.
pretty cool.
They're fine.
You guys
People who
good?
can handle
They
like
literally
toy
will
humor.
comment and be like, "Can you make the noises too?"
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really good at making noises.
Go for it.
I have an impression.
No, that's.
Oh wait. Whoa. Oh, huh? No impressions.
No, what's
Well,
the
sure.
impression?
Go ahead.
Well, I need to like stand up. I don't have enough space here, but
Impression
I
of
can
what?
do an impression of me chasing a chicken.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So how did we get here?
How did we get there?
Well, maybe do your Jurassic Park impression
Oh,
because you can sit down.
If
for
you
that.
want to.
you can do your chicken run impression if you want.
I've never heard my Jurassic Park impression professional.
Dustin out there's like lowering the mic. He's
No,
like,
no. Dustin's a dinosaur fan. He's got pictures.
Oh,
out
he
there.
does. He does.
I'm a big dinosaur fan. Oh
Me too.
man, I'm not even warmed up.
Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'd like
You can do it out of nowhere.
Maybe I'll have
You want to set up while
No.
Ro tells me about her perfect sick day? Oh, here it
Oh
comes.
no, here he comes.
dinosaurs.
Yep.
Stop.
Get in character.
Banners drop.
That is so good for no reason.
Thanks. No warm up too.
That was really good.
Wow. Thank you
That's
for doing
good.
that.
You're welcome.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I gotta watch all the movies.
hold on
again.
to your butts.
All right, Ro, tell me about your sick day.
My sick day. One thing about me is I'm a big fat baby. Always.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like sick, I'm literally like, and I've
Me
always been
too.
that way, and I will never change. If I'm sick, I am taking every last bit of energy that I can like muster up, and I'm going to the store really quick, and I'm stocking up like it's the apocalypse, and I'm getting like 12 cucumber lime Gatorades.
Ooh.
a good idea.
Oh, you love those.
I'm getting those. And I'm also probably getting like maybe mac and cheese or soup, something soft. And then that's that. I go home and I like set up camp. Probably when I'm sick nowadays, like if I'm sick, I'll stay in my room because it's like I don't need to bring my sick life out into like the living room where I have people that live in my home. So I'll like chill in my room. I've got a TV in there. I'll maybe get my Switch. Same kind of vibe as you. Like I'll switch.
Just chill.
I'll read or I'll like binge, But also, like, I very much could just literally end up maybe sleeping all day. Sometimes when I'm sick, I'm just like, sometimes when I'm sick, I think it's important to listen to your body in every scenario, right? And that is also like, that's why I don't always believe in the mentality of like,
Doctors.
that's why I don't believe in doctors. No, just kidding. Like, that's why sometimes like people have this whole mindset, and respect to you if this is you, it's just not me. When people are like, get up and go to the gym, you'll always feel good. You'll always be happy that you did it. And it's like, I will go to the gym most days, but if I can feel in my body like I'm not prepared to do this, it's like I have to listen to that part of me that's like, my body doesn't need to go to the gym right now, it needs to rest. And that's even just like when I'm not sick. It's just like, you gotta listen to that. So sometimes when I do feel like sick all the way, I'm like, this is my body telling me to just like take this opportunity to shut off.
Yeah.
So I'll sleep.
Yeah, you need rest, and I think there are times when you can get uncomfortable and like go work out or whatever, but your body will let you know when you're sick.
There's
Yeah.
a difference
You need
between
rest.
I don't feel like doing it and my body doesn't feel
And
like
I'm sick.
doing it. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Mhm.
How about you, Rosh?
You know, I'm kind of like Fabe. Like I also don't think that I get very sick very often. And sometimes that shoots me in the foot a little bit because I'm always like, oh, I got a great immune system. I can put my body through anything. I can do whatever I want. So then when something does happen to me in the slightest bit, I am like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dying. Like this has never
Because-
happened to me.
Help me.
Right. I'm like, oh my God, like what could possibly happen to me? And because I don't know, because it doesn't happen that much. But a proper sick day, I agree. Definitely lots of sleep. I probably would sleep in. I don't know that I would wake up super early. I would also just like kind of take my time, rest in bed. Eventually I'd get hit with that feeling of like, ooh, I'm rotting and I'm not feeling my best just sitting here. So I should get up. So I might muster the strength to go on a walk.
That's day 2 for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of depends how much my body can move, but I love a walk. I love walking. And
Yeah.
I just feel like that always really resets my body. It makes me feel active, even though I'm not doing that much muscular pressure on myself. So I'd try to get a walk in. And then I'd also try to I'd probably periodically eat a little bit throughout the day. Also like soft stuff, maybe just like little snacks here and there. Usually if I'm feeling sick, it's also like nauseous. So if I can't really keep too much down, so keep the eggs away from me. That's egg ick central.
Oh God.
So I did a little bit, just kind of whatever I can keep down. And then honestly, I'm not the biggest reader. I might pull up with a book, but I feel like I'm going to just watch some TV. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to do like a little marathon and just maybe like nerd out with like my scrapbooks and stuff. But that's going to be my cozy day.
You're getting into scrapbooking. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe I'll call my nurse boyfriend, make him take care of me.
Who's that?
He doesn't live here.
Yeah.
He goes to a different school.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, this has been so much fun.
This was
Fabian,
great.
Thanks for joining us and educating us about the medical professionals of America.
Thanks for having me.
And
How do you feel?
I feel great. This was fun. I think when I come back as a park ranger, we'll be talking about sequoia trees.
I
Oh,
like
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, if you have any questions for Fabian as a nurse, you can certainly leave them in the comments below. Maybe we could do a part 2. We could dissect
Yeah.
the field in a different way. Or there's so many facets of you that were kind of brought up that we didn't even get into, like your acting and your plants, cooking, stuff like that. So we can absolutely bring Mr. Mok back.
That'd be cool. I would love to be back.
We'd be happy to have you.
Yeah, we'll see. It depends on how the audience enjoys you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
we'll
for-
see.
Yeah. Whoop.
Oh,
Whoop.
any last words?
Yeah, cutting Rowan off. That's not a good look.
Nope.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next Monday. Remember to like, subscribe, and spit on balls. Bye.
Paging.
Doctor?
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 Scalpel.
Doctor?
This is doctor and sign language.
Scalpel.
Doctor? Oh, is it really?
This is doctor?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's it. I might.
Yeah, is this
Aw.
anywhere else?
Well, this is hurt.
Oh,
so if
hurt,
you're
yeah.
like, if your leg hurts, Like
Yeah.
this.
What about this?
That's just something
That's
else.
I want a baby bottle.
What is this?
That's just
That's chlamydia.
not. That's
What
Canadian
about-
language. That's